¿Qué huele, chicos? It's your boy Alfredo. It's a new video. So in my previous video, you guys saw the new list spacers that I got, ASR. Pretty happy with how they got ordered. Everything was good. Nothing's messed up. Everything came with what it needed. I went with ASR only because I prefer the way Billet looks. It's lighter than like the HRG engineering, but HRG engineering, they make fantastic products as well. I would have gone with them, but I didn't want to remove this bolt and then twist the top hat or something like that. With this one, it just goes on whichever way. There's no particular order how this goes. Put this in, twist it, tighten it, and that's it. Tighten it to spec. And you tighten it with I'm using this 12.9/16 bolt. So some people have problems trying to find a bolt that you need to tighten those bolts onto the strut. This is it, you guys. 9/16 12 point. This is what I use. Works perfectly fine. So yeah, I would have gone with HRG. Great product, but I like Billet, so I won't Billet. It's just what I like, that's why. Actually, I already started, so let me show you guys what I've done. So, if you guys know, this bolt right here is an absolute bitch. And yeah, this one right here on the passenger side, it actually cracked on me 3 times, and it almost broke on me. Thankfully, it didn't. That's what's great about living in California. There's no rust unless you live like in the Bay Area where there's sea salt in the air or whatever. And yeah, that one came off. The one over there on the driver's side came out beautifully. It came out smoothly, no problems at all. I'm going to reuse these bolts though. I'm just gonna have to go get some I can't remember what it's called, but you just apply some stuff on here, and it makes it easier to come off the next time you you know, remove bolts. So yeah, everything's good. I already tightened this one to spec, and then these right here, the bolts that they provide, tightened, and then I put in these studs, and then I tightened them right here with an Allen, so it's all good now. So these are ready to get bolted in. I've already removed the 14s on both sides over here. Oh. So yeah, those 14s are removed. They're gone on both sides. So yeah, I'll begin removing the struts and installing them. Should be easy. All I have to do now is probably remove the sway bar and this attachment right here, and I should be able to just like push down right here or remove this bolt, but that'll be a little more work, but I'll see. I'm just trying to be lazy about this, but yeah. So you guys will see the completed car in a bit. Alright guys, well, it took me a while. This passenger side was an utter bitch. For some reason, the LCA was like kind of turned when I added the new strut. I don't know. So I kind of had to like force the bolts in there, not the bolts, but the bushings to be accepted by like putting pressure on the LCA. But I got it in. The driver's side, that I finished that in like 20 minutes. This passenger side literally took me like an hour and a half. I don't even know. It just went by really fast because I was just so focused trying to fix it. But yeah, everything went in. Yeah, I just drove around. Probably just like 2 miles, making sure to hit bumps and stuff, and when I go get gas, and came back just so the suspension can settle, because all the bolts on the LCA and like the strut itself, the bottom bolt, I did not tighten them all the way. I just made sure they were in there but not tightened. And now, since everything's settled, I'm going to tighten all the bolts to 40 foot-pounds, because that's what Honda specs state these bolts should be, the flange bolts. So yeah, I'm gonna tighten them all right now to 40 foot-pounds. Thankfully, my brother-in-law, he let me borrow his torque wrench. So yeah, I'm about to tighten them all up. And yeah, this is how it looks like with just the rear. I might have to do the fronts maybe another day. I don't know. I'll see. It's just because the front, I'm gonna have to cut the strut like a half an inch. Not the strut, but the bolt itself. But when I was doing this, which kind of sucks, my trailing arm bushing is like really short. Where is it at? Let's see if I can find it. Right there. It's really short. Yeah, this bad boy's shot. So, I need to get that replaced. When I was driving, I could hear it just like, I can hear it making noises because it's like really bad. But yeah, those are the new, that's the new strut. Need to torque all the bolts. Everything seems pretty good though. When I drove, this the thing for the 4-wheel drive, it like popped out on me and I pushed it in, so hopefully everything's fine too. Kind of looks like it's, yeah, right there you can see a little leak came out, some of the stuff, but yeah, everything looks good. The strut itself, it looks really good. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's what... Alright guys, what's up? So I have the 1-inch front spacer on. I cut this part right here. Is supposed to be like half of an inch of still there, so I left half of an inch on all of them. I got these struts at my local salvage yard. I only got them because the hardware looked brand new. They still had some of the residue of the sticker, and they looked like a fairly good condition. So I grabbed these for 60 bucks instead of spending like $260 for 2 new struts in the front. So yeah guys, so what I'm going to do, I already have this part on and I'm about to install these, and then I'm going to do these next. I tried to put it to 36 foot-pounds, but it's kind of hard to tighten the nut that goes in here. So yeah, I just did my very best, tighten these with the Allen right here on top. What's up, wonderful world of YouTube? So a quick update. About a month ago, my CRV passenger side inner tie rod fucking snapped. But thankfully, it happened right when I turned on the street going really slow, and I wasn't with my family, like my daughter, my fiance. So I'm really happy that, you know, when it happened, it was just with me, and it wasn't like, you know, in an area where the speed was really quick and whatnot. So after 1 month, I've slowly been collecting all the parts I need. So just yesterday, after a month, I barely received my inner tie rods from Honda. I got some OEM ones this time. The previous ones that I got, they were Chinesium inner tie rods from Napa. Alright, so yeah, and they didn't have them at Honda when I ordered them last year. And only after like, honestly, like maybe 10,000 miles, maybe less, they snapped on me. The ones from Napa. So I ordered these ones. And with all that as well, not only do I have inner tie rods here, I have these little bolts that came with it that snap into the to the steering rack. I decided to buy myself an OEM. This right here goes over the oil filter. It's an oil filter wrench, an OEM one. It's specifically designed to cater to Honda ones. My my master clutch cylinder is actually going out on my CRV, so I bought a new one. I bought the new gasket that goes behind it too. Also, I bought compensator arms for the rear. I also have new rear sway bar links for the rear. Also, what came in the mail, also what's inside of here, and this box of parts is also a rear camber kit from SPC for my CRV. So I'm basically just finishing up my whole suspension. Basically, this is all it. And then right over here, I have Truhart Trailing Arm bushings. Then I have my trailing arm 1-inch spacers right there. And also, yeah, that's basically it. So thankfully, I'm almost done. I bought some used struts at Pick and Pull. They're the same struts that I have in the rear, but they're for the front, and they look like they're in decent condition. And you guys seen them in the video talking about how I'm finishing up on lifting my CRV. I'm not done yet, but yeah, they look good. So I'm adding the 1-inch spacer to them, and yeah, that's basically it, guys. So now I'm just finishing up slowly on doing everything because it's gonna be a lot of work, and I'm tired of driving my dad's 2001 Tacoma single cab. It's so small. It's terrible because I haul around my daughter with me Monday through Friday, and I pick her up after work. And being in a single cab with the child, it's not the business. So I need to get this car going because I have 1 week break from work. I'm a teacher, so I have a Thanksgiving break all week off. So I will be able to put in my work and time into my CRV. So you guys, that was the quick update. And yeah, box full of parts. You know, always happy to see those things when they come to you, right? Because I know I am. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna start putting in some work, and yeah, I'll put on a video of just all these parts fully installed on the car soon. You guys can see that, you know, in the world of modding cars, nothing's ever perfect, and something always fucks up. Before I tell you that, this side is on and attached. The spacer and the strut is attached. Very difficult to do. I'll attach a video down below in the description of a guy from Australia who shows you how to properly install any spacers that are 1 inch and taller. And over here, well, yeah, I fucked up my original CV axle. Basically, the bearings that are like inside there, they kind of pushed out, and I couldn't push them back in. They weren't properly staying in place anymore. This is it right here. I already took it out. And I ordered new, there you go. I ordered a new CV axle from Napa. That's probably the only good thing that Napa has with the CV axles, as everyone says in like the Rd1 enthusiast Facebook group. So this passenger side already has one, one from Napa. Now I ordered one for the driver's side. On the outer cup, I just banged it with a hammer. Honda Resource, that's how he did it on his CRV from a client that he had, and and it worked. That's how I did it, and it worked. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys that nothing's ever perfect in the process of modding a car. So if you're modding cars, just know there's always something. Well, alright guys, I just installed my rear sway bar end links, and I'm about to put these trailing arm bushings in the freezer, and I'm gonna leave them there until I remove these ones that are on the car, which are destroyed. And I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it without a tool, because you can't rent those tools out. I'll see what they got though. So yeah, guys, I'm about to be into some stress the next couple days, and you guys will see maybe when these are installed. So yeah, update in a bit. Just wanted to let you guys know. Alright, dudes and dudettes, this is the quick update. Both sides have the bellows installed properly with the ring, and then it's tied down in the back with the metal strap that holds it. That's the new inner tie rod right there, OEM Honda. This is the outer tie rod, also OEM Honda. Everything's good. By the way, over here on the inside, you have to coat the thing that gets tightened with this special grease, you guys. It's called, get this light off. It's called super high temp urea grease. That's the secret, you guys. That's what you have to use inside the thing that tightens into the power steering, the steering rack. And then you have to coat where the bellows basically spins with this OEM Honda Shinetsu grease. That's what helps keep things going in there. I'm just right now cleaning up these threads because I had Loctite on them, and I had to remove it because I installed a new axle right here. And so yeah, I'm just cleaning up these threads right here. And once they're clean, then I'm gonna put in the spacer right there back there. So yeah guys, the front end's basically about to be done. Alright guys, I wanted to show you this was the Napa inner tie rod that I got. Put less than 10,000 miles onto the car, and yeah, you guys, it snapped. This is catastrophic failure. This is very dangerous. Never again will I get anything like suspension parts from Napa. Lower control arms are from Napa, but I couldn't afford new OEM Honda ones. I still have mine under here. I plan on pushing out those bushings later on and put like polyurethane or just regular, you know, rubber ones. I should probably do that anyway. This is the part I was talking about that you have to coat with Urea grease. So you have to coat this outside right here with Urea grease. You have to. It needs it, you guys. So you guys need to buy that from Honda. Buy the Urea grease. It's 22 bucks for like only 2 ounces, but it goes a long way. I only used like 2 little dabs on each side. It goes around here, but this is the part that bolts into the steering rack. As you can see, you guys, it just clean snap. Highly dangerous. The front wasn't even lifted, you guys, just letting you know. This was just catastrophic failure. So yeah, now I can toss that part because I showed you guys. So yeah, I'm almost done. I'm getting really frustrated because this car's been sitting already for like a month and almost 2 weeks. So yeah guys, this is the real world of hot rodding. I mean, I wouldn't have done all this, but because of the catastrophic failure, I'm just finishing up on all my suspension stuff. And, you know, if I wasn't going to do the rear end, then this would be done today.
Alright guys, so if you can see from here, that's a new trailing arm bushing. Right there, that's a new spacer. And I bought 1-inch trailing arm bushing spacers and new trailing arm bushings, which I installed. And then I have these new SPC moog camber kits on here. And then I had to install a new axle. There's a new axle there. I had to install a new axle because it popped out over here, and it was already leaking anyway all over this trailing arm. So I was like, you know what, might as well just replace it, and you know, so I don't have to deal with it later. Well guys, I'm almost done with the car. Basically I can put the 2 front tires on already and have everything going, but I ran into a little issue where over here on this side I also installed a new axle because I messed up the other one. It came out and then it was just leaking everywhere, so I just decided to replace it. But it's not seated in all the way right there. You can't really tell, but it's not seated in all the way, so I gotta have to remove my lower ball joint, and then the ball joint over here connected to this outer whatever it's called. Anyway, so I can have more play, so I can kind of just mess with this axle, so I can just kind of push it in, so it can be good. And then after that, I'll put in the 2 front tires, and I'll have another video basically showing what I have. But basically I bought new tires right here. They're 215/75 Toyo open countries. These things are freaking huge. Just look at that. They look freaking awesome. I love it. And I was gonna put my CTR wheels on too, but they look pretty crappy, so I want to wait till I can paint them, get them powder coated. And these ones that I have are actually in really good condition, except for this cap, which I will replace this cap. And then after, I got to figure out what the hell's going on, because my clutch master, I was bleeding it and it was shooting out of there, out of the slave, and yet it still doesn't grab any like tension. So yeah, we'll figure it out. But I'll show you guys how everything looks like once it's sitting.
Alright guys, so my car is finally done. Still needs an alignment, but I just drove it almost 2 miles. I went to get gas and I came back home. I was driving really slow, windows down, just to make sure to listen to anything that doesn't seem right, something eerie. Everything seems good. These tires kind of like had me worried, because at first I was hearing a whirring kind of sound, but it was the tires. So everything's good. And I'm going to record a video when this car, I'm going to record in a bit, which will be the next day, of my car getting in alignment, and you guys are going to see when that happens. And yeah, yeah, everything seems good. The struts that I got from Pick and Pull, which look new, seem to be fine. They respond well. So yeah, guys, feels really good. I'm happy to finally have my car back. After like 3 months, the car was down. But this is also going to include the front lift. So basically, that front lift, I started it like maybe like 7-8 months ago. So you know, you'll even see a change in my features because I lost like probably like 25 pounds since then. So yeah. All right, guys, this is the CRV. Everything's done. Everything's right. Everything's aligned. Looks good. Only problem is I have a vibration coming from my driver's side. I think it's because my axle's not seated all the way still. I think I needed to just hit it with like a screwdriver right there, hella hard with the hammer, and bang it in to the tranny. But other than that, man, that's it. There goes the front lift and the rear lift. Everything all done. So yeah, guys, this was a good stressful couple months. For 3 months it was down. Now it's good. I started this, man, I don't even know, maybe like 7-8 months ago now. And that was when I did the rear lift. So basically this video is a compilation of a rear and front lift. But basically when I had time to do it, because I had the rear lift on, everything was good. I didn't have to worry about doing the front, but because I had catastrophic failure of the inner tie rod, caused me to basically just say screw it, I'm gonna do the front now. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. So that's it, man. I'm gonna put my Instagram down below so you guys can basically follow along and see like better photos of it, so you guys can see a good visual representation of it. And like, comment, and also guys, subscribe please. Basically like 99, 98 or something percent of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. Subscribe please, I appreciate it, so I can keep buying shit and you know putting it on my car. And yeah, alright guys, we'll have a good one. Peace.